how do you think your freshman season went from kind of a personal evaluation standpoint, and kind of what were some of the things that you needed to work on this offseason?
From a personal standpoint, I think my freshman season was like kind of a season of peaks and valleys. I really think that, during the beginning I started off hot, then took a dip, and then came back up and then took a dip again, but it finished strong. So overall, I think my freshman season was a learning experience. I think it really showed me how physical the Big Ten is and how long the season can go. But I think overall that I was pleased with how I played. And, in the offseason you really can work on everything. But, there were some main things I wanted to work on, my ball handling and just, have a better awareness and reads on offense and stuff. I watched a lot of film. But, just really trying to improve the team whatever way I could is what really, mattered to me. So if I had to, work on my shooting or work on post moves or whatever, that's really, what I took the time to do.
You mentioned some of the stuff that, you had to get used to last year. Are you used to that stuff now, and do you kind of see maybe being able to move up to a new level of play this year?
Well, as the season wore on, I was able to, kind of learn the ins and outs of how college basketball worked and, kind of how preparation and game day and all that worked. So at the end of last year, I kind of learned the tricks of the trade, I guess. So now, going into this year, I think I'm ready, from the beginning to kind of take off and continue where I left off.
You, Brian, Scotty, kind of that whole group that was freshmen last year, are you guys feeling like you're able to kind of contribute even more, even though you played such a big role last year? Is this year kind of going to be even a bigger role for you guys?
Well, I mean, we're going to have to. In other stories, you have to get better every year, and, you have to continue to improve. So whatever role we played last year, we're going to have to do a better job this year to, continue to improve. All the close games we had last year, people said that was youth or, whatever it was. We have to do a better job of finishing those games and really take the next step for this program to be good.
How do you guys do a better job of, those close moments like that? It seems like some of those losses were so even fluky at times.
Yeah. Well, there are always heartbreaks when you lose them at the end, especially like the Maryland loss or the Michigan State loss. But, I mean, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, you got to take it day by day and really, try and prepare and remember, how you lost and take those mistakes and really make them, your strengths. Because at the end of the day, we lost those games. We got to come back this year and play even better.
With the freshmen here now, I mean, Jordan and Aaron, what have you seen from them, and what can you kind of pass on as a guy who was a freshman just a year ago?
Just take it day by day, because if you really try and look at the season just as a whole, you can get lost in the mix. It's a really long, grinding season, and just take each day and each practice as one day at a time and one battle, and just try to overcome each day, getting better every day. And when you get better every day, eventually you're going to make a huge jump. So I think that's one advice I'll give them.
Thanks.
Good. Skip again.
Vic, how you doing?
Chris asked you guys to choose what word you were going to break the huddle with. Why'd you choose family?
I think it was big, even coming from the summer in Spain. We're kind of one family here. A lot of people don't really expect us to do much, but we all know how we want to play and what we want to do. So we're all a family here. What happens here stays here, and we hold each other accountable to everything that happens. If no one else has you, your teammates have you. So we're like a family here. Our bond and our togetherness is really what holds us together.
And another thing he had you guys do was draw up the standards you want to meet and be holding to. What were some of those standards?
Some of the standards were, obviously, be prepared for every day. Have fun winning the fight every day. Understand that it's a process. Understand that, every day is not going to go how you want it to, but that every day you still need to get better. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be pretty, but, when you build something from, the bottom up, you need to build a firm base and you need to continue to build. So I think we all understand that our brand of basketball is what we have to play, and to be a blue-collar team and to be tough, we have to, start somewhere. And we're starting. I think we have a good starting ground now.
Those are sort of ephemeral concepts.